late 70s, I was sitting in a garage and I read an article about a University of Tennessee professor that converted a 4-cylinder Metro and they ran it on ammonia. And I thought, you know, ammonia, that's the easy way to do hydrogen. And so I did a lot of research and found out that ammonia had been used as a fuel to run engines since the mid-1800s, and that streetcars ran on ammonia up until 1905. And then I found out that Rudolf Diesel made ammonia engines before he made diesel engines. So I went to Los Angeles and hired some engineers and brought them to Canada, and we converted this thing right here and a diesel pickup, both to run on ammonia in 1980. And then we drove this thing from Edmonton to Ottawa to Montreal to Toronto and got our world record for distance for alternative fuels on hydrogen-based fuel. There's 2 major international studies on ammonia safety and handling that find it as safe as, if not far safer than gasoline. The real advantage of ammonia is that we can make it from non-hydrocarbon sources. It's totally green. There's no emissions except nitrous oxide. It'll increase your maintenance, your range, your power, your output, and it's half the price. So it's much more efficient than other fuels. It's 110% efficiency, 120% net power output. It works better than other fuels. There's no carbon in it, so there's no oil viscosity breakdown, very little wear and tear on engines. The only real problem with ammonia, if there is any, is that it's got a very narrow flammability range. So it's very difficult to ignite. Well, that's an advantage because it's classified as a non-flammable gas by the SAE. So as long as you get the fuel-to-air mixture right and a big fat spark, it runs all day long. The US government is taking a serious look at ammonia as a fuel. The DOE's done a major study that found that you could fuel 80% of the vehicles in the United States in the 100 largest cities using the existing infrastructure. Ammonia right now is stored for 6 months and then used by the farmers in 2 or 3 weeks. So we could fuel all the vehicles we have using the existing storage capacity if we make it throughput. So we don't have to spend billions of dollars building infrastructure. All we need is fuel stations. And that's what gives this fuel an advantage over all other fuels. In 5 years, we could run everything on ammonia and have carbon negative fuel. Fuel that actually takes carbon out of the atmosphere in its manufacture and eliminates carbon when you make it from coal or oil. You take the carbon out and you make black soil fertilizer out of the pollution. It's amazing to me that a technology as simple as this hasn't been adopted not only in North America but around the world. And the reason why is quite simple. History wasn't ready. The world wasn't ready. The need for this technology, mankind is reactive, not proactive. We respond to crisis rather than opportunity. There we have hydro fuel. 1, 2, 3, money. Isn't that amazing? That's 10 years.